Hello everyone, this is Betty with BettysStampingCrazy, and I have a request. I put a picture up on my Facebook page with this little notebook holder in it. It's the notepad for the post-it notes. And some of my friends requested that I make a video with it. It's pretty simple. I've cut everything out already so I can make it short. But we're going to go ahead and get started on this. This is made with one of our Christmas collections in the new catalog that'll be available to the customers September the 1st. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this. I've got a piece of paper, or a piece of real red cardstock here, that is 3 1/4 by 7 3/8, and I have already scored it at 3 1/8, 3 1/2, and 3 7/8. All these measurements will be on my blog, so you don't have to write them down. And what I'm going to do, this is the shorter end, this is the smaller end, and then you got a little bit more over here. So what I'm going to do is push this in, this middle, I think you can see it, push the middle one in one way, and then I'm going to get my little foam folder, turn this over where I can see it, try to get it as straight as you can, and then crease it. And then I'm going to come back the other direction with the two other ones, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to straighten them up, fold them and crease them. Same thing on that back one. I'm going to fold it, crease it, and then I'm going to pull this back around like this, and I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to snip. Now this is the front of the card, and it's going to come back around like this. So I want to make sure, since I have the smaller pins to be able to hold it, I want to snip right about there. You can snip it wherever you want to, just whatever size pins you have. And I'm snipping it to both of those lines. Now this I'm going to push back out that way, but these I want back in like this. Now can you see that? That sticks out? Okay, now this is the longest part, so what I'm going to do is get my glue, hopefully this will come out, and I'm going to put it to where I'm gluing this just right here to the longer part. This longer part back here, and that's just fold that over and just glue this piece right back down here. You can use I use Tombow, but if you want to, you can use the tear and tape or whatever. The snail is probably a little bit too long, but anyway, just let that stick together. Okay, there you go. And you got this piece right here that I'm bending back so that it's fits your pin, and I'm going to put a green one in there this time. I get these pins from the Dollar Tree, and see what I'm talking about? If I get it with my pins, it's too thin right here, so I put it up just a little bit so that it clicks onto that. So I'm going to take the pin back out, and I'm going to show you what I did. I have another piece here that's 3 by 2 7 1/2, or so, I'm sorry, 2 7/8 by 3. And your 3 is going to be up like this. Your 2 7/8 is this direction. And like I said, I've already cut everything out. This is the staircase. And this comes from this bundle, the Ready for Christmas bundle. And like I said, it's in our new catalog that will be coming out September the 1st. I have already went ahead and stamped everything and colored it in, so that it wouldn't take too long. My videos tend to get a little long anyway. And the only thing I did was I stamped this and this and this in the early espresso, and then for the table I came back and used my blender pen and my ink pad and colored that in. but on the dog and the cookies I used crumb cake with the blender pen. Same thing here, I used a blender pen for the green, garden green and real red to color these in, and I used my little marker to color these little bitty berries in. And then I come back with the Wink of Stella and made it shiny here, here, and here. That's all I did. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this together since I've already cut these out. And I tried cutting this staircase out of the wood design that we have, the wood papers, and I didn't like it. It just didn't show up like I wanted. So what I did was I only cut, this says 4 spokes, and this right here has several. But what I did, I put it at the edge of the card, right where I wanted it to go, and I wanted it just past this spoke right here, or right at the edge of it, so that it comes just like that and would fit this card. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that. Let me get my little pad here. I've got them ordered, but I don't have the adhesive sheets yet, which would probably make this easier, but I'm just going to go ahead and glue it for now. And I'm just sticking it right at the edge and down at the bottom because I'm going to cut the top off. Okay, just let that dry a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put my table on. And since this is a notepad, that's the reason I'm trying to glue all this stuff on, because I want to make sure it's going to stay if somebody throws it in their purse. Oh, come back here. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot something. What I want to do is put some glue across here. And I trimmed the top of this up so that it wasn't, let me go ahead and put this on here. I don't think it'll hurt anything. I hope you can see this. And I'm just catching it right at the bottom of that little plate. Now we're going to bring it up here and put it on this. Oops. Put some glue on that. There we go. Now this is probably dry enough. I can come back in and clip it with my scissors. Okay. I can move this out of the way now. And I'm going to come back in here on this. And I have a straight edge right here. So I'm going to cut some of this off. And I'm just going to glue. You could just leave this like this and just have him standing right there, but I wanted a floor. I didn't want him standing out in the air. So that's why I come back and just put a little bit on this. Let me get my straight edge. And I'm just going to put it just like that because I didn't want much of a floor. And I'll come back and cut the rest of it off later. Let's go ahead and get him on there. I know this was a lot to go through, but I really did like this set. Okay, he's standing here sniffing these cookies. Then I just came back in. And I think I'm going to pull this one right about there, a little bit farther down than I've got on the other one. I'm just going to try this. And then these are the, I'll bring this up where you can see it a little bit better in a minute. Holly berries. I want them facing this way. And I'm going to put them up just a little bit higher than that. I don't know. Whoops, moved on me. Okay, this is dry enough. I can go ahead and cut that. Get on there. You can see I used a scrap piece of paper for this. Alright, we're going to glue this on the front of this. And I like the glue because I can move it around. Oops, you know what I just did? Oh my goodness. Okay guys, I screwed up after telling y'all not to. Look. But it can go the same, it can go that way too. Let me find my pen. Now let's just put this blue one in there for right now. And you can put your notepad. Okay, on this one I'm going to put my notepad this direction and just have it like that, and then this one will be this direction. So it's not that big a deal. I may keep that one for myself. Excuse me. And but you get the gist of it, you know, the way it's made. But like I said, it is longer this way, and I messed up and put everything this way, but it looks fine. I like it both ways. So you can judge whichever way you want to do it. And let me show you some of the others I've made. So there's those two. Here's another one, and you can't tell it, but I frosted this right here after with a spray. And then I have this one here, which is made with the quilt bundle that'll be in the holiday catalog. And then another one that's going to be in the holiday catalog is the cat, and he is holding ornament from the Carols of Christmas. But if you'll look here, you can see the little bow I tied with our thread, the very thin thread. That was fun. Believe me, it was fun, but I like doing it. So anyway, this is Betty with Betty Stamping Crazy. And Lori, I hope you enjoyed this and laughed about it with me. Thank you, and goodbye.